am I gonna do this? I want to make sure so you can see. God damn it! Hold on. Okay, there you go. You see me? You see me? All right, perfect. I mean, yep. Perfect. What's up, everybody? Dog185. There's levels to this. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can because it's a long video. We're gonna go ahead and respond to Sobravia. Shout out to you, Sobravia. Listen, man, the community needs you. I give you that. The community needs you. They need somebody that no matter what is gonna go ahead and defend what's going on with Xbox. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this. We're gonna react to it. Listen, man, I have no problem being wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But let's go ahead. Let's go through this real quick. Y'all ready? We're gonna go through this. 31 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Can you believe it?
I'm gonna speed it up.
Say it isn't so. Dark has responded to my video. Well, the gentleman-like thing to do would to be respond back so we can have a conversation. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen of Rough Nation, there's levels to
Is that
this.
too fast? That's too fast. I love it too fast. Right,
look, brother,
What's
I
up?
understand how a man like you, a similar age group to me, I understand how someone in their maybe early 20s would maybe react emotionally to a game from their favorite console going to the competitor's console. For a man of your age, bro,
Don't do that. Don't do the your age BS, bro. We're all console warring. Don't. How are you gonna be console warring yourself and then call me out for console warring for my age? Come on, man. Not like that. He already lost the argument. The fact that he had to go to "you're too old to console war" is crazy. Oh my god.
Oh, please give me the strength to pull through this. Okay, Doc, listen to me. Stop putting words in my mouth, bro. I mean, I love you, Doc. It's all love over here, my guy.
All love too, brother.
But I never said you're too old to make the content you're making. That's not what I said. That would make me a hypocrite. And I'm not a hypocrite. I mean, Doc, I have a diss track on my channel. How could I say that? What I said was, I find it strange how a man your age could care so much, react emotionally over a game that you've had access to for near 5 years, go into a different system and get enhancements for.
Got it. Okay. So I'm not too old to make cringe content on video games. I'm too old to get emotional about it. Got it.
For it. That's a bit of a petty mentality, my guy. How a guy your age, what are you, 39?
Yes, sir.
Near 40?
Yes, sir.
Could even give it a second thought. Could honestly think that Microsoft had somehow betrayed you. For you to have this sense of entitlement, where you can stand here publicly and complain that the Pro is getting enhancements, I find mental.
And you're more than entitled to your opinion. The same way I had that entitlement, you're entitled to your opinion that's mental. My entitlement comes from the fact that I bought into the Xbox ecosystem by purchasing the Xbox Series X. But go ahead, keep going.
So you can try and downplay, oh my god, he's using the you're too old argument. Yes, I am, Doc, because I would.
Wait, so you are using the you're too old argument, or you're not using the old too old? So am I too old or am I not too old? Because my whole thing is I can't stand when people say that. Doc, you're too old for X, Y, Z. Then why are you watching me? If I'm too old to get emotional for this, why did you come to my channel to watch me get emotional about this? Is this the first video that you've seen me get emotional? Is this the first video that you've seen me get emotional? Maybe there's something special about being emotional and being animated on camera that makes people want to watch you. I wonder if you use that too.
Would never react the way you have. If a game when I was on PlayStation exclusively, if a game like God of War was to go to Xbox, how would that affect me? I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I don't believe it. Oh no, they're gonna get to play it.
Why are you upset about how this is affecting me? How old are you that this is affecting you, how it's affecting me? Do you see how this already, the beginning of your other video was already horrible? How is this affecting you? How it's affecting me? Okay, I'm glad you wouldn't react that way. But you made a video to explain to me that you wouldn't react that way? You're better than me.
If I was 18, 19, then fair enough, but I'm not, and neither are you, Doc. So you need to be better than that.
You need to be better than this and mind your own business and let me react however I want to react. How's that?
And some of the arguments that you make in this video really highlight your mental age to a degree. And I don't mean that
Here we go, attacking me again. This is crazy. Not you, Bravia. You better than this, bro.
with hate. I'm just saying some of the things that you say sound very, very young. Like you've not really thought your arguments through. But anyway, let's get into it. What else did Doc Dark have to say? I couldn't give or find a single solitary fuck to give about Forza Horizon on the PS5. And let me explain to you why. There's a few things I want to talk about. First of all, how someone on PlayStation...
See, this original video would have been perfect for him if he wouldn't have even mentioned me. Because you can state your opinion. That's perfectly fine. That's what we do on YouTube all the time. But when you're stating your opinion about my opinion, about how I feel about something, I wouldn't have felt that way. Good for you. Like what? Like
PlayStation experience as a game does not affect and impact my experience of it on an Xbox. Why should it?
You just got an Xbox, brother. So I get
this right here was a little slimy because you didn't clip that together. And I don't know why you would do that. Well, I don't know why because that's not exact. You can even tell that transition wasn't the same. But let's see what your point is.
But when the OG Xbox, oh my God, I never thought I'd be able to say that. That do sound good. When the OG Xbox Series X owners, when we bought an Xbox, Sir Bravia, we bought it with the idea that this was the most powerful console. That's the lie that was sold to us. So yeah, I get it why you don't understand.
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day 1, he would install...
Oh no. Here we go. My bad, chat. I just popped you guys up right now. My bad. Oh.
We bought it with the idea that this was the most powerful console. That's the lie that was sold to us. So yeah, I get it why you don't understand.
Help me out here, Doc. Where is the lie, though? You say that you bought the Xbox Series X with the idea that it was the most powerful console around at the time, and that was a lie. But it wasn't, though. I mean, I remember. I was on PlayStation. I remember the 12 teraflops of raw GPU power. It was the most powerful, most capable console for many, many years. That was back in 2020.
Bro, if you go to his channel, you got people bigging this up right now. Guys, we know the truth. On paper, the Xbox Series X was supposed to be the more powerful console. But when reality came out and these games started coming out, it doesn't matter what reason. Some people will say it's because they prioritize developing on the PS5, all that other stuff. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. For me as a consumer, as a gamer, I know that when I experienced the Xbox Series X and I saw what other people were experiencing, but again, I bought the Xbox Series X for the most powerful console. I could have used those $500 to buy the console that was actually going to give me the most power, right? I could have done that, but I bought the one that I was told, I was promised, right? What he's saying right now is clearly from somebody that wasn't paying attention to the beginning of this generation the way that we were. We saw the results. We saw it.
Well, we're now in 2025. Just because the Pro exists now?
Oh, there you go. Shout out to my dude, Jason. Jason said they were comparable, right? So, yes. And even now, I have videos saying how that's a problem. I didn't buy the Xbox Series X because I thought it was going to be comparable to the PlayStation 5. Listen, I was ignorant and I believed in the power narrative. I was. If I was the only person in the world that believed in the power narrative and fell for it, then that's on me. That's on me. That's perfectly fine. But that's still my reality, how I felt about it. You can't be mad at me for my experience with the Xbox Series X. Let me rewind this real quick, just because he said something that was off.
Powerful, most capable console for many, many years. That was back in 2020. Well, we're now in 2025. Just because the Pro exists now doesn't mean that Xbox lied to you, man.
No, you're wrong, Sir Bravia. You're wrong. It's not because of the Pro. I left the Xbox Series X console before the Pro was even out. Like what? He's just so wrong. And it hurts my soul because if you look at the comments of the video that he just dropped, so many people are gassing him up, but I know why.
Man, like, what are you talking about, bro?
But we were told this was the most powerful console.
Right.
There's tweets of people saying that 60 was the baseline, but the target was 120 for all these games. With RDNA 7 and the tools and all this other stuff. I mean, ain't nobody gonna gaslight me, Sir Bravia. During that time, you were on PlayStation, so you were chilling. But we bought an Xbox Series X for the power. Some people bought the Xbox Series X for the disk drive. Some people bought the Xbox Series X for the 1 terabyte. But most people bought the Xbox Series X for the power. If you weren't buying the Xbox Series X for the power, Xbox had an Xbox Series S for you. So yeah, it makes sense why you don't understand it right now, bro.
Doc, man, this argument isn't it. It makes no sense, right? What you're saying is you bought the Series X for the power.
Yes.
Right? That it was the most powerful console on the market. And
Yes.
it was. We can all agree it was the most powerful console on the market, right?
No, we can't all agree. Who is telling this dude this? Who is telling him? Who are you agreeing with? Please, Sir Bravia, if you were to just put up a survey and put out, was the Xbox Series X the most powerful console from 2020 to 2023? Just put those dates. I guarantee you will not get a resounding yes. What you're gonna get, if someone is logical, is be like, on paper it was. Sir Bravia, you don't even know, if I say this statement, you don't even know what I'm talking about. The tools. Wait on the tools. Waiting on the tools. You don't even know what that references to. Brother, bro, you a small dog in this game right now, bro. Embrace what you have. I appreciate everything that you're doing for the Xbox community because you're bringing new light to the Xbox community. But you're confidently wrong right now. And the people that are gassing you up are not behind you. Just look it up yourself. We can all agree that the Xbox Series X was the most powerful console. Come on, bro.
Right? And it had its quick resume, bro. Crazy feature. It had the backwards compatibility with the hardware level remasters that it's capable of. You bought into a great system.
I didn't say it wasn't a great system. You see when they try to change the narrative? You see when I'm talking about power. Yeah, quick resume is amazing. I agree with you. That's not what we talk. Stick to the topic. Stick to the topic, brother.
Magnificent system. But now, what are you saying? That now that technology has evolved, and it's evolved in the PlayStation's favor because it has a Pro model. Obviously, I don't think you're aware of this.
No, you're wrong. Again, it's not because of the PlayStation, because the PlayStation has evolved. The power narrative has been lost. It's just that now it's stamped. Now it's stamped. It's not even a question. That's the biggest difference. But we'll listen to what he says next.
Stop, because the stuff you say doesn't make any sense. But you do realize that there is no Pro equivalent on the Series X, right? You're aware of this, I'd imagine?
There is no Pro equivalent on the Series X. Maybe on this one I'm wrong. So chat, help me out. How many people I got in the chat? Right? I got 6 people in the chat. Chat, help me out. If not, the comment section, help me out. Maybe I'm wrong on this one. But didn't Xbox say that the Xbox Series X was our mid-gen refresh? And that's why we're not getting a mid-gen refresh, because the standard Xbox was the Xbox Series S? Maybe I'm making that up too, but I could have sworn I heard that somewhere. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but if Xbox is saying that, then theoretically speaking, what they're saying is that the base PS5 was competing with the Xbox Series S, which that got body whopped, right? And that our next mid-gen refresh would have been the Series X, because there's not enough technology to make those incremental changes or whatever it was. But again, maybe on this one I'm wrong. I don't know. Somebody let me know. But maybe I'm wrong. But maybe did I make that up? Wasn't there somewhere that they said the Xbox Series X was our mid-gen refresh, so that's why they're not making one? So technically you're wrong, if that's the case. But on this one I might be wrong. We'll see.
Imagine, because if you are aware of this, then much of what you're about to say in this video makes no sense.
But I wonder if you were aware about what I just said, because you're talking with a lot of confidence.
Right? But how can you feel a sense of betrayal? So you bought the Series X because it was meant to be the most powerful, but now that a more powerful system exists, you were lied to?
No, I was lied to before this more powerful. Again, brother, we're missing each other. We're missing each other. I wish you I wish you actually watched my content from the beginning, because you would understand. You would understand exactly where I'm coming from. Because a lot of Xbox gamers told me, Doc, if you want power, move to PC. A lot of them told me, right? So we're missing each other. I was lied to before the PS5 Pro, and this is where I'm messing up. I'm over here trying to speak for the Xbox console gamer when I'm no longer an Xbox console gamer. So I really shouldn't care about what's going on either. I'll give you that.
That's not how lies work, my guy. You was not deceived, bro. I mean, this argument just falls apart. No matter what analogy you apply to it. Can you imagine buying a car and they tell you it's the fastest car ever created by mankind? And you are driving 800 miles an hour. It's nuts. You're driving so quick it alters reality. And you enjoy that car for near 5 years. And then a competitor releases a faster model that goes 1,000 miles an hour. And then people buy that. Are you then going to stand there and say that you were lied to? You told me it was the fastest car, but now there's another one, and
this analogy doesn't make sense because it's the Xbox games that are going over there running better. So even here's the thing, Sir Bravi, and let me slow this down. And again, this really is not my fight, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just responding because you responded back. If you bought an Xbox Series X, like I did, for the power, right? And let's just say this generation happens the way it happens, you realize, okay, it's not the most powerful, whatever, okay? But then you're going to go ahead and the Xbox games are coming out and everything. But then you see Xbox games are going to the other platform as well, which you could have also bought. You could have also bought the other platform this generation, right? But then those games start running better over there too. I think I have a right to feel however I want to feel. And it's kind of weird that offends you for me to feel however it is that I want to feel about this. It's not the same thing as a car because the cars were already driving on the same roads. See, from the beginning of the generation or from the beginning of the years, whenever I bought that car, they were both riding on the same roads. It's not the same.
it goes quicker than this. You lied to me, bruv. Microsoft are not fortune tellers. Like, they sold you on what they had at the time to the most comparable system, which was a PlayStation. And objectively, the Xbox had more raw GPU power. You're on PC, bro. When you buy a graphics card, a new GPU, and you're enjoying it, and
objectively, it had more raw GPU power, bro. This is crazy, bro. The way he's talking is crazy, cause technically he's not wrong, right? It's got more teraflops and all that other stuff. But I'm a gamer. None of the games should have even been comparable.
And then a new one comes out. So say you're in NVIDIA and they say, this graphics card is the best, it's most powerful, it's got all the tech, this is the one. You buy it. 3 years pass, AMD release another one, and it's better than yours. And it gets more, and then game developers start putting more features on the AMD card. Are you then lied to? Did NVIDIA lie to you when they sold you that card? No, they didn't.
No, because it's not about the future cards coming out. They lied about the power narrative from the beginning of the generation. And then they said the best place to play Xbox games were going to be on the Xbox hardware, Xbox ecosystem, places where Game Pass is available. They lied about that. If you're going to sit here and tell me that Phil Spencer did not lie this generation, brother, you are a godsend to the Xbox community. You are exactly what they need, brother. I'm telling you right now. If you're going to tell...
Look, an advancement in technology... in the competition's favour does not equate to you being lied to, Doc. You got what you paid for. It's been 5 years, Doc. So
I did, but Sir Bravio, you're telling me that I got what I paid for. I'm telling you I didn't get what I paid for. I didn't get what I paid for. I didn't pay for 30 games for games to come out at 30 frames per second. And you being upset about me not getting... Again, this is weird.
Something else now exists and you want people to nerf it for what? Some fanboy nonsense? You want them just to ignore it for you? Like, how important do you think you are, Doc?
Important enough for you to care what I think. That's how important I am. I am important enough for you to take time out of your day to make videos for me. You're important too, though, okay? You're a child of God, Bravio.
Oh, brother. What are we even doing here, man? Let's move on. If I'm sitting on my Xbox Series X with my Elite 2 in my hand, playing Forza with people on my friends list, people I play with every day, why should I give a shit? that people on the PlayStation get ray tracing.
You're right. You shouldn't give a F about it because that's not the reason why you bought an Xbox. But those of us that bought an Xbox Series X for the power, like I did, we do care. Now it's not a big deal to me anymore. I'm on PC, and if I really wanted power, I just got to upgrade my PC, right? So now the whole power narrative is literally in my hands and my wallet. So I have nothing to complain about.
I mean, you say that, bro, but here you are complaining. And again, it makes no sense. What you're saying is, because they sold you on the most powerful console in 2020, they have to somehow magically lock you into that promise? Like, what do you want them to do then? Are they meant to...
Yes, if they say this is the most powerful console of this generation, right? And they locked me into that promise, then yeah, they got to hold up to that promise. How does that not make sense to you? How does that not make sense to you? I don't get that. If they told me this is the most powerful console this generation, they said that. I didn't make them say that. They said that, right? So
to release an Xbox X Pro model just so you can be happy? Like, people bought the PS5. They had to upgrade, Doc. They have upgraded.
Again, you don't know. You're wrong. People on the base, listen, I'm going to tell you something, right? At the beginning of this generation, the Sony talking point used to be games over frames. We play games, not frames. Y'all remember that? Sabravia doesn't know any better, right? And the people that are behind him, gassing him in his chats, are not telling him this stuff. I got you, Bravia, okay? Because I'm going to tell you the truth, right? So Sony ponies used to say, games over frames, because there really was a belief that there was more power. That people used to say it doesn't matter how much power the Xbox Series X has, no one's gonna want to play their games. The better games are over here. This was true. Then when the actual systems came out and people saw like, oh wait, it doesn't even really matter. PS5 is actually running games better. Digital Foundry even had to make a video talking about like why are games running better on the PS5. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Then that narrative changed. But you see, that was a time when I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. I bought the more powerful console. But again, Sabravia, it's no one's fault but myself that I believed them. But you can't be mad at me for being mad at them that I believed them. That makes no sense.
You haven't. People on Xbox haven't upgraded. What are you talking about? They are on a mid-gen refresh. Xbox players aren't.
And again, maybe I'm tripping, but I'm pretty sure. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Xbox say they didn't make a mid-gen refresh because the Xbox Series X was a mid-gen refresh? Essentially saying that there was no point to upgrading it because the difference in increments wouldn't matter. But then here they are upgrading their games on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Bro, this is crazy.
How is this fact? Like, just going over your head so much. You told, oh my god, but we bought it for the power. That was fine.
Bro, look how emotional he is right now. And he telling me that it's weird that I got emotional. Bro, emotional makes good content, brother. I'm actually toning it down just to prove a point.
5 years ago. We're still on the base Xbox Series X. Anyone on Xbox and console is still on the base one. Like, they're on the Pro. This whole discussion is about people on the Pro versus people on the X and about how they are getting advancements and Xbox Series X people aren't because they don't have that hardware yet. Like, this is simple stuff, though.
No, the other thing you're missing, it is my belief that they're not using the Xbox Series X to its full potential. So maybe, and this is where you're gonna feel dumb, if for whatever reason Forza does get patched and it has the same thing on the Xbox Series X, this video is not gonna age well. I'm just saying.
For them to put it on the PlayStation 5 Pro with enhancements, no, that's crazy. I don't care how you try to spin it. Technical Xbox games have been running better on the base PS5. Remember when Pentiment came out on the PS5 at 120 frames? You might have not known that, Bravia, but that's okay. I don't blame you. Remember when Sea of Thieves got ported to the PlayStation 5 and Digital Foundry found out that, yeah, it actually looked better on the PS5? Oh, yeah, you might have not known that. But that's a problem. If you don't think that's a problem, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you know what, Doc? I'll give you that one. That's a fair thing to say. If you've bought into the most powerful system, games shouldn't be running better on the PS5. But that's just the way things are. The technology in both systems is very...
Did I hear that right? What? What? What?
On that, but that's a problem.
What?
If you don't think that's a problem, I don't know what to tell you.
So you know what, Doc? I'll give you that one. That's a fair thing to say.
That's
if you
fair.
bought into the most powerful system, games shouldn't be running better on the PS5.
If I bought into the most powerful system, games shouldn't be running better on the PS5. I agree. 100%. So now we're on the same page. But then listen to what he says.
But that's just the way things are. The technology in both systems is very similar, but it works.
That is such an Xbox talking point right now that the Xbox community is taking. That's just the way it is. So suck it up and take it. Essentially, that's what it is. That's just the way it is. So suck it up and take it. No. And I'm going to complain about it. And you could suck it up and take it if you want. But why do you want me to not be able to complain about it? I mean, what?
Works both ways as well. Like, for example, the Mass Effect Definitive Collection runs at 60 FPS on the PS5, but 120 FPS on the Series X. So it really depends on the game and the developer. Do you know what I mean? I think your expectations of what the Series X was going to, the advantages it was going to have in a power sense, were probably a bit too high. They're not really worth.
My expectations were way too high. Who set those expectations, Mr. Bravio? Who set those expectations for me?
Worth noting. You know, if Sea of Thieves did look better, it would have been by a tiny margin that you wasn't going to be able to tell unless you.
This part is so disingenuous. You see this? You see what he's doing right now? Okay, I'll give you that. It is better. But guess what? It's just a little bit better. You wouldn't even been able to notice, so you shouldn't even complain about it. Bro, this is crazy, bro. Number one, you are nobody to dictate what is enough for me to complain about. Again, this video would have been perfect if you would have just left my name out of it. If you would have been like, the difference between the Sea of Thieves doesn't really bother me. The difference that Forza Horizon 5 is running better on PlayStation 5 Pro doesn't really bother me. That would have been perfect. But this, no.
You had two TVs at the same.
Hey, just so you know, the camera's on.
Standard right by each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, the difference isn't night and day on either of them, bro. It's just not. But it's a fair thing to say, and I can understand how.
It's not. You see how disingenuous that is? A fair thing to say, but then it's not difference. It's not night and day.
That might have annoyed you, right? So I'll give you that one. That's fair. You know what? I'm going to say something now, and some people might not like this. They deserve it. PlayStation fans deserve to have the best version of Forza. Do you want to know why? I'm going to keep it 100. They paid good money for it. They was given the option of the Pro at maximum price and very minimal sort of advancements, right? They went out, the ones that did, they paid, what, 700, bro? You know, in the UK, to get the Pro, the stand, and the disc drive, it's over £1,000, right? So, yeah, bro.
Hey, I would love to talk to him live, bro. Cause I think we're missing the point. He's definitely missing the point. And I really don't think he's missing the point on purpose. And there's a lot of things that he just doesn't know. There's a lot of things that he just doesn't know. Which, again, I can't get mad at somebody for being ignorant. Right? I can't get mad at... You should never be mad at somebody for being ignorant. Unless you're willing to educate them and then they stay in their ignorance. That's different. That's different. I feel worse for the people in this comment section that in that first video could have already been corrected him on certain things. Like, hey, dog, like, nah, chill. Listen, they did tell the Xbox console fans that the best place to experience Xbox games was on here. They did tell the Xbox console fans that only 4 games were going, that this was not indicative of what was going to go on in the future. Like, they did say, they could have told him this. Instead, they didn't. They're letting, I don't know what this defense force is of the Xbox got undeservedly right now, but it is what it is. I don't know.
Let them have their ray tracing. Give them as many features as you can possibly put on that bottleneck pissing system, because they just.
Okay, hey, y'all rocking with this? I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's an interesting take. Yo, y'all rocking with this? Y'all rocking with everything on the, oh my goodness. Y'all rocking with this? PlayStation 5 Pro running everything better because they pay more money for it? Y'all cool with Hellblade 2 drops on PlayStation 5 Pro and they got a 60 frames per second mode and all that other stuff? Like, y'all don't feel nothing about that? Like, be honest. Be honest. If you're gonna say you don't feel nothing about that, I mean, that's all you. I know, to me, it couldn't be me, dog. Like, what? You told me your box what's gonna run these games best.
We're just going in circles now, aren't we? We're just what are we doing here, Doc? Yes, I know they said that their box would run it best, Doc, but this is 2025. There's a new box, Doc.
But again, he's missing the point. He's missing the point. Xbox games are gonna run best on Xbox, right? There is a new box, right? But at the time, they knew. We didn't know. But they knew that these Xbox games were going to go to the other console. And there was already rumors of a PS5 Pro. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but again, I know that you don't know that. I know that you don't know that. When they said that, they blatantly lied to us because they knew there was another PS5 coming out, a PS5 Pro. And they knew that they were porting these games over there. You don't just make a decision to port these games and magically have these games ported over like that. What?
There's a new box, my guy. It's not just about the players deserving it because they paid more. Don't twist it. It's
That's what you said. I didn't twist it. That's what you said.
also about why on earth would any publisher, any game development team, not utilize the advancements of the Pro to the best of their ability. The mentality that you have right now is very anti-gaming. You're holding this very selfish, entitled stance, wanting to hold back everything else because you bought the X for 500.
No. I don't want to hold back everything else. I want what was promised to me. You promised I was going to get the best version of games on the Xbox console. Now that's not true. How are you upset with me about that? And then why are you upset that I'm upset at Microsoft about that? Microsoft said the best place to play Xbox games this generation will be on the Xbox Series X. And then they came out and they stated not just once, twice, multiple times, right? Now that's not true. Why are you mad that I'm calling out the BS?
Do you know how a bit mental that sounds, bruv? Well, they told me my box would do it best. Come on, man. And I know you gave two examples of two games running better on the PS5, but that's not the.
You see what he's doing right there? He's dismissing it. You gave only two examples. That's all it is. There's more than just two examples. Those are just the two that came off the side of my head right then and there. But I'm sure if we wanted to, we could do the research and find out how many games actually run better on the PlayStation 5 than they do on the Xbox Series X, or even worse, games that run equivalent. Because I didn't buy the Xbox Series X to run games the same as the base PS5. I bought an Xbox Series X because I thought it was gonna be the best place to play games. That's why I bought it. You being upset at me being upset makes no sense. And then you criticizing me for being upset. Bro, why do you care? This whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Rule, that's the exception, and we don't ever utilize the exception in an argument, Doc. But yet they're paying for it.
And that's a horrible narrative. What do you mean they're paying for what? Paying for the game? So because we're not paying full price for the game, is that what you're saying? We don't deserve Xbox console gamers don't deserve a great version of the game because they're not paying for it? Are we sure we really want to go that route?
I'm pretty sure everyone has had a great experience of the last near 5 years playing Forza Horizon 5 since it launched on the Xbox Series X. So what are you talking about? Just because the Pro has...
What is he talking about? Who said that the Forza Horizon 5 hasn't been a great experience? What is he talking about? Now he's just ranting. He's not even making no sense. What is he talking about?
some little advancements, which are basically tiny, really, does not...
There he goes again. The little advances, which are tiny, really. Just two games. Just this and that. It's 2025 now. Times has changed. Shut up and suck it up. Just deal with it. Essentially is what he's telling the Xbox community. But he's doing it through me. That's crazy. And what's crazy, if you look at the comment section of this video, people are like, yeah, get Doc. Doc is trash.
not mean that it wasn't and hasn't been a great game on Game Pass. It does not diminish what a great game it is and how well it runs and performs on...
But you again, bro, these people are snakes when they do this. When did I say that Forza Horizon 5 wasn't a great game on Game Pass? Sir Bravia, I'm willing to bet I got more hours in Forza Horizon 5 than you do. I'm willing. Let me not do that. Let me not do it.
On the Series X. It doesn't look like trash. It doesn't play like trash. In fact, it plays great. And people
Who said? And again, this is people don't even. This is what's frustrating because people will hear him say this and they will think that I said that Forza Horizon 5 runs trash. Why would you even bring this into argument? Why? I never said that. It's just gonna be better on the PlayStation 5 Pro, even if it's an incy bincy tiny bit better. I don't care. It's gonna be better on the PlayStation 5 Pro. That's a fact. When Phil Spencer said the best place to play Xbox games will be on Xbox, that is a lie now. I don't care the reason for the lie. It's a lie.
people love that game. So people have loved it for 5 years, but now all of a sudden you're pulling out the argument that you feel like you've been wronged because there's certain features on the PS5 Pro. The reason you don't have those features is because you don't have a Pro model. It's nothing to do with, well, because they pay full price, they deserve the best version. They get the best version because they have better hardware, Doc. This is real simple stuff.
No, not just that. It's because they have better hardware, and here's the big one: they're getting the game. You see, if and trust me, I'm anti-exclusivity, right? But if Xbox would have kept Forza Horizon 5 on just the Xbox, okay? Just the Xbox. The only platform that would have been able to play that game better would have been the PC, regardless of whether or not a PlayStation 5 Pro existed. So here's the thing: when Xbox is what they're doing, which makes sense for them, it's business. It makes great sense for them. Xbox putting their games on the user base that has 75 million consoles. Somebody told me is shipped, not actually sold. I don't even know what that means, so I gotta do some more research into that. 75 million consoles shipped, right? Whatever that means. When they decided to start doing that, right? That changes a lot of things, especially when you're going to grab your development team and actually make them use the power of the PlayStation 5 Pro, which, again, I agree with you from a business standpoint. Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. But I was simply talking from the Xbox console gamer that purchased the Series X for its power. I'm looking at this thing like, wait a minute, what? Now even our own games, it was bad that third-party games were running better on the base PS5. But now our own games are going to be running better over there. And again, I even told you it happened with Pentiment, and it happened with what was the other one I mentioned? Sea of Thieves. But I get it, small incremental changes, so it doesn't matter. Shh, be quiet. Shh, shh. It doesn't matter. Be quiet.
And as minimal as a better hardware may be, and as small as the advantages it may have. I mean, look, ray tracing. Look.
Hey, Jason. Jason is right. Hey, Jason just gave you the checkmate. The PS5 Pro is an Xbox, so therefore Phil didn't lie.
The idea that a Pro model will run 30 FPS is absolutely mental. The idea that the Pro model only gives you ray tracing at 30 makes it pointless. But it's beside the point. It's nothing to do with buying it full price. Stop trying to twist this narrative, Doc, which is something you do quite often, by the way.
You disrespectful little disingenuous. You literally said that and you showed it in the video. So now you're gonna tell me I try to twist the narrative in your own video? Are you bipolar or something? Like what?
The idea that a Pro model will run 30 FPS is absolutely mental. The idea that the Pro model only gives you ray tracing at 30 makes it pointless. But it's beside the point. It's nothing to do with buying it full price. Stop trying to twist this narrative, Doc.
You said that. What narrative am I twisting? You said that.
It's something you do quite often, by the way.
Okay, now you accuse me of twisting narratives. Tell me how many narratives I have twisted. If you don't tell me how many narratives I have twisted, I'm calling you a freaking liar. And I don't like being called a liar. So when I call you a liar, that's a big statement. So you better make a video showing every single narrative that I twisted. Not when I flip-flopped. That's different because I'm going to change depending on what's beneficial to me. But what narrative have I switched?
Right? Your argument falls flat. It always seems to do. It's got nothing to do with them buying it. It's everything to do with the technology available. That's why
It's nothing to do with them buying it. It's everything to do with the technology available. That's not what you said in your first video. They paid good money. That's exactly what you said.
they're getting enhancements. But let's not downplay Forza Horizon 5, because I'm pretty sure that the consensus is that it slaps, my guy.
Let's not downplay Forza Horizon 5. When did I downplay Forza Horizon 5? What is this guy doing? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like this at all.
So I know Phil Spencer said the best place to play Xbox games will be on the Xbox. You know what? It still is, right? Look, if you've always enjoyed playing on the Xbox, surely PS5 Pro's version of Horizon having ray tracing at 30 FPS doesn't change that for you, right? I'm sure most people watching this, anyone who enjoys the Xbox as their main system, would still rather play a game on Game Pass on the Xbox in the ecosystem they love.
What are we talking about? If you really want to sit here and be like, oh, it doesn't matter as long as you're enjoying the game. What? It doesn't matter as long as you're enjoying where you're gaming. Come on now. We know that's not what we do on YouTube. You talking about reality. We're talking about YouTube. No. We're gonna talk about this.
Wow, Doc. You just admitted to caring more about other people's experiences and what other people do and play rather than you do yourself. You pretty much just exposed yourself as a liar and as a fake.
Here you are doing the same thing you just accused me of. Caring more about what I think than your experience. Literally, just hold the mirror up for yourself. You made a 31-minute video. A 31-minute video. Supposedly, you're not a liar or fake. You're a real dude, right? You're a real gamer. But you made a 31-minute video about my opinion about not liking what Xbox is doing or whatever the case may be. It's not even not liking. It's saying that, hey, this is a little nasty work. That's literally the quote that I said. That's nasty work if you watch my video. Literally the quote. But you can care about me. I don't even know you, but you can care about me. But I can't care about the purchase that I made and be.
Like, do you realize what you just said?
What did I just say?
That's not what we do. Us on YouTube, that's not reality. Brother, you don't speak for me. You don't speak for everyone else when you say that it's not about enjoying yourself. Gaming is fundamentally about enjoying yourself.
What is he talking about? Gaming is about enjoying yourself. But YouTube is not reality. If you think YouTube is reality, you need to go see a doctor. Sir Bravia. Do people call you Sir Bravia in real life? Is that what you walk around? People call you that? Do you actually have a bruv nation in real life? Like is this really you? Doc Dark 1985 is my online personality. This is who I am. Online, do what you see on camera. I have a real job, I have a real career, I have a real family, real friends that do not call me. I'll tell you what. I would argue that about 95% of the people around me don't even know that I do this. And the 5% that do don't even care. This is not real life. So yes, if you're gonna talk about real life, yeah, when I'm playing my video games, I really don't care that someone on PlayStation is playing the game better. I really don't. But when Doc Dark 1985 comes on the camera and turns it on, I'm here for you, papi. Don't you see how good this is for you? Don't you see how entertained you are? Don't you see it? I'm here for you. Do you guys really think that when I'm in my laundromat and in my laundry room and I turn off the camera and I do a heated video, do you guys think that I actually walk out of that bathroom mad? As soon as I hit that video, I have a smile on my face. I go back, I rewatch it, and I just laugh and I post it. And I go on about my day. No, this is not real life. So you calling me a liar is crazy. I'm so real that I could tell you that this is not real.
You just admitted to not caring about enjoying gaming. You only
I just admitted to not caring about enjoying gaming. Bro, this dude's comprehension skills is crazy.
You care about talking about controversial topics in gaming. That's all you care about. You just expose yourself, man.
I only care about talking about controversial topics in gaming. The exact same thing that I've been doing since 2020 or 2019, whenever I started. How is this exposing myself? Please, please tell me, how is this exposing myself? I came up being a console war channel, saying it loud and proud. I have fun doing this. I'm not faking or lying when I tell you that I enjoy this. This is an escape for me. And when I make my videos, my goal is for somebody else, and I've said this plenty of times, to look at one of my videos and for maybe 5 to 10 minutes of their life, they get to escape as well. And they get to forget whatever the real problems are, and then they go back to reality. Have you followed me on Twitter or X? This is crazy. What up, Kings?
Like, I've never been more disappointed, Doc. I thought you were more real than that, my guy, but that, I can't believe you just said that publicly. Like, what is wrong with you, bruv?
That's how real I am. That I could tell you that YouTube is not real. Are you gonna listen? I've said it before. There's levels to this. So some people, this is not a hobby. This is a passion. So they take this real serious, right? But to me on YouTube, I'm just having fun, bro. So no, this is not real. If that makes me fake to tell you that this is not real, I want to tell you.
Jesus Christ, this guy is digging a hole deeper and deeper every time he opens his mouth. I'm sure given the choice, most of those people would rather play it on Game Pass than pay $70 for it. Are you telling me the rate?
See, you see, guys, this is a horrible mentality to have. So because you're playing it on Game Pass,
This is
you
too
deserve
long, man.
the worst version of the game.
There you go again, putting words in my mouth, making out like I'm slandering people playing on Game Pass. Well, if you get it on Game Pass and you don't pay full price for it, you deserve the lesser version of the game. But that's not the case. You get the best possible version that the Series X hardware can give you. So you're getting the best version you can get that is accessible to you. Me saying that...
That's not true, but you don't know that because you're ignorant to this. I can't call you stupid to this because you're not. You're ignorant to this. Microsoft has been proven over and over again that they have not been giving the Xbox Series X gamer the best version of the game that's on the Xbox Series X. Hence why they got to come out with patches for games later on. So on release date, we don't get it. I'm still convinced that somehow, some way, they could probably patch Hellblade to run on S60. And when that happens, this is going to be another proof to you. Redfall was another one that came out. Starfield was another one that came out. They're not using the full power of the Xbox Series X, in my opinion. I want somebody to tell me that I'm wrong and then prove to me that I'm wrong. I know that you can't because you don't know enough about any of this, clearly.
If you're on the Pro and you've paid for it and you pay full price for it, you deserve all those extra features because you bought all that in. You paid for the upgrade. Does not again equate to people on Game Pass deserving less, bro.
I agree with you, but you said that. What are we doing? You said that. You said they paid for the game. We got to play it here years earlier on Game Pass. They're paying full price for the game. That's what you said. I didn't say that. You did.
You are twisting the narrative in a really dumb, dim-witted way to try and justify some invalid argument. And it's very transparent, Doc. And quite frankly, it's not a good look, my guy.
Bro, are we really talking past each other? Didn't he just show that he said...
Is that what you guys are thinking?
Bro, this is wild.
That because somebody is playing the game on Game Pass, it's better to freaking play the worst version of that game?
Ray tracing is worth 70? Is that what we're saying? Are we saying that in having ray tracing, that feature is worth paying full price for as an upgrade? If so, let me get this right, just so I understand, right? If they brought out a patch on the Xbox Series X, right, where you could play the game with all the same features as the Pro for 70? Tell me, would you buy that patch?
Oh my God, this is such a bad take. He doesn't even realize it. Oh my God, he doesn't even realize it. So he's literally saying that because we didn't pay full price for the game, we deserve the worst version of the game. No, Jason, it is the worst version of the game. It's not the best version of the game. What do you want to call it? The mediocre version of the game? The mid version of the game? What do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? What do you want to call it, Jason? He's literally saying if a patch dropped for 70, no. They should drop a patch
That's me and you,
regardless because
Jason.
I've been subscribed to
That's me
Game
and
Pass
you,
and I
Jason.
supported the game when it first came out, Sir Bravia.
They should just drop a patch. You're right, Doc. You're right. They should just drop a patch for the Series X to give it all the advancements that the Pro version has, because that's fair, right? I mean, you bought the most powerful system and you've had Game Pass and you have Forza. It's only fair that you should get the patch which gives you all the same stuff. There's a little problem, though. Just a tiny little hiccup. Just one little bitty problem in that patch, though. What's it supposed to run on, Doc? Like,
That was your. Oh my God, bro. This guy's really stupid. The patch idea was your idea. That was your example. Am I in a Twilight Zone? You literally said, Doc, if there was a patch that came out in the Series X, that was for $70, would you buy it? And my response to you was, no, I shouldn't have to buy it. I already bought the Xbox Series X. If there's a patch, it should be patched up for free. And now you're saying, oh, if they come up with a patch, what is it going to run on? You said if there was a patch on the Series X. I can't believe he actually released this video. Am I misunderstanding that wrong? Because he even showed what he said about the patch, right? He did, right?
for the Series X to give
Maybe I'm understanding it wrong. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he's that dumb.
it all the advancements that the Pro version has, because
Okay.
What do you want version
okay.
of the game?
Okay.
Oh my God.
on the Xbox Series X, right, where you could full price for as an upgrade. If
Hold on.
ray tracing is worth 70, is that what we're saying? Are we saying that in having ray tracing, that feature is worth paying
Okay, we're gonna
full
slow
price
this
for
down
as an
now.
upgrade? If so, let me get this right.
Let me get
Just
this
so I
right.
understand, right? If they brought out a patch,
If they brought out a patch, he's speaking in hypothetical, right? It's his example. If they brought out a patch, that's what he's saying, right?
on the Xbox Series X,
On the Xbox Series X, we're gonna say, bro, this is how delusion works, bro.
right, where you could play the game with all the same features as the Pro,
This is his example. If they brought out a patch on the Xbox Series X that you could play with the same features as the Pro,
70?
would you pay 70?
Tell me, would you buy that patch?
Would you buy that patch? With his little stupid face? No, I wouldn't buy that patch because I should get that patch for free. Because I already am in your ecosystem. I already subscribed to Game Pass, which you told me I was going to get the games, unless Game Pass is going to get lesser version of games, which that becomes a problem. Right? Okay.
Oh my God, this is such a bad take. He doesn't even realize it. Oh my God, he doesn't even realize it. So he's literally saying that because we didn't pay full price for the game, we deserve the worst version of the game.
Bro, the fact that he doesn't even understand it. He's the one that wrote, what? This guy.
No, Jason, it is the worst version of the game. It's not the best version of the game. What do you want to call it? The mediocre version of the game? The mid version of the game? What do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? What do you want to call it, Jason? He's literally saying if a patch dropped for 70, no. They should drop a patch regardless because I've been subscribed to Game Pass and I supported the game when it first came out, Sir Bravia.
They should just drop a patch. You're right, Doc. You're right. They should just drop a patch for the Series X to give it all the advancements that the Pro version has, because that's fair, right? I mean, you bought the most powerful system and you've had Game Pass and you have Forza. It's only fair that you should get the patch which gives you all the same stuff. There's a little
Bro, he really doesn't remember.
problem, though. Just a tiny little hiccup. Just one little bitty problem in that patch, though. What's it supposed to run on, Doc? Like, you don't have...
He smiled and he looked at the camera and smiled like he won something. So, Bravia, this was your example. This was your example. You said if there was a patch that made the game run with the same features on the Xbox Series X as the PS5 Pro, but it cost $70, would you buy it? I said no, because the patch should just be for free. And then you come back and you say, well, if there was a patch, What is it gonna run on, Doc? What?
Have a Pro. Like, the Series X is weaker objectively than the Pro. How is the patch meant to work, Doc?
I don't know. You told me it was your stupid example. It was your stupid example. I don't know. It was your hypothetical. Bro, that's crazy. I've never been gaslit like that before in my life. I got attacked for playing along with his hypothetical. Jason, this is all your fault, by the way.
Just try and think a little bit. You're asking them
Just trying to think a little bit. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
to make you a patch for the base Series X. By your own admission, some games have even run better on the base PS5 than the Series X. And you're asking them
He's
to
doubling
bring out
down.
a patch which provides a Series X with the same advancements as the Pro version.
No, you're asking them, not me, bro. Hey, I swear. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is such a bad take. Oh my goodness.
Try to think about where the problem might be in what you're saying, Doc.
No shit, but that was your hypothetical. That was your hypothetical. Bro, you need to stop making videos, dog. I'm so sorry, brother. If this is your way, if you really showed you literally showed the clip right before.
You will get there eventually.
This game.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Kings, are you watching this with me, bro?
What are you?
Oh my God, this is too long.
Are we
Come on, man.
are we
2 more
seriously
minutes.
arguing this right now? Are we seriously arguing this right
Come
now?
on, let's finish this.
So because we didn't pay the $70, bro, what's crazy is that PlayStation fanboys have been saying this, and now it's coming to fruition. And now we got a dude that hopped on Xbox 2 weeks ago. That's crazy, bro. You sound like an idiot right now. So because they paid $70 for the game, they deserve the better version. So anybody that subscribes to Game Pass deserves the worst version of the game. Is that what you're saying, Sir Bravia? And oh my goodness, this is crazy. He did not think this through. He didn't.
Do you know what I mean? It's dumb. This is dumb. It's not betrayal by Microsoft. It's business. Think about this, right? They're making
Bro, he literally is sounding. I'm gonna let him keep rocking.
tons of money off this old game, right?
Yeah.
Look at the size of this install base over on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Why would they, just to spit in the face of all these new customers, refuse to give them an enhanced version of a game that you and many, many people watching this have been playing for 5 years? Why would they? They wouldn't. And second of all, why should you care? How does it affect the Xbox gamer if they get a few extra features? What?
Because when I bought the Xbox Series X, I'll say it to you again, I bought the Xbox Series X with the mentality, with the promise that I was gonna get the better version of games.
He just doesn't get it. You just don't get it, Doc. At this point, this is becoming pointless as you just repeat yourself again and again and again. Xbox told me. Xbox told me. My box was meant to do it better. Xbox games should run better. Oh my God, dude, you're like a child. I mean this with love. You are like a child, man. It's like debating with a 5-year-old. So this is becoming pointless. So I'm probably going to end the video soon because there's nothing valid that comes out of this guy's mouth. Like, Doc has nothing valid to say. There's not a single argument that really stands up, holds its ground with any merit, and this is just becoming a great waste of my time.
Robbie, did you know that people got mad at me when I said that there's no reason why Starfield can't run at 60 frames on the Xbox Series X? People told me I didn't know that I was talking about, that the world was too big and that you need high-power PC to do that. But at the same time, I was running Starfield on my Asus ROG Ally and it was unlocked. It was running at way above 30 frames. No, you don't know it. You don't know what I went through with the Xbox community, Sir Bravia. Don't worry, you'll see it.
Just when I think Doc's takes cannot get any lower and more absurd, he begins to act like a flat earther, right? Take off the tinfoil hat, Doc. You're really suggesting that Starfield was capable of running at a smooth 60 at launch. Let me ask you.
Oh no, what is he about to say? What is he about to say? Oh my God. Oh yeah, Mac, I'm putting this on YouTube. Yo, y'all gotta share it though, bro. Cause the fan base that he got is crazy, bro. Y'all should go see what people are saying on this video. You cooked Doc, you this, bro. I don't know what he's about to say right now, but I'm excited to hear it. I'm not gonna lie. Cause remember what I was complaining about was how the Xbox community got on me when I said that Starfield should run at 60 on the Xbox Series X. And I remember people crushing me. It can't, it's too big of a world, the things that you could do, you could save a sandwich here and all this other the stuff. It was an artistic choice, blah, blah, blah. They wanted it to be a stable 30.
You're really suggesting that Starfield was capable of running at a smooth 60 at launch. Let me ask you a question. And this is the same question I would ask to the Flat Earth people, right? Why? What would they have to gain by not giving you it at launch, though? And to my knowledge,
Oh my God, I'm going to die. This is going to kill me. Jason, this is all your fault, dog. What?
Doc, you're not a game developer. You don't know how this stuff works. What a strange thing to suggest that they could have had the game run at 60 and please everyone, but they just decided not to.
Does he even know what he's saying? I'm going to say this really nice and slow with love, Sir Bravia. Whatever they did later on to patch the game, to have it run at 60, they should have invested time and money to make sure that happened when they released the game. The Xbox Series X did not get more powerful. So, yes, the Xbox Series X, like I stated, was capable of running Starfield at 60 at launch. Starfield is a game made by Bethesda, which is owned by Xbox, which parent company is Microsoft, which the main console is the Xbox Series X. They control all of that. So at release, if they really wanted to, they could have had whatever patch they had later on that they figured out later on. They could have spent the time and money to figure it on, or at least not release the game until it dropped at 60. I have no idea where their take is going.
Why? No, you need to answer why. Why? What's the reason? What do they gain by having half of their install base complaining and kicking off and hating them for no 60? People like you and everyone else doing videos on it, calling them out for it, if they didn't have to. Surely they would want to bring the best possible product that they could. So, again, why?
You see, he's believing in Xbox, and I can't be mad at him at that. He's ignorant right now. So what you're telling me is that when Starfield released, they just didn't know how to do it, and then a few months later they learned how to patch it. And what you're telling me is that they couldn't have thrown more resources at Starfield, or delayed the game, or do something to make sure that when it dropped at 60. Bro, this dude is.
Would they deliberately hold that back? I mean, you're sounding like a crazy conspiracy theorist, Doc. What reason would they have? It's like, what reason would anyone have to lie about the shape of the Earth? Why would anyone lie about it? Do you know what I mean? Why? Why? Tell me, Doc.
First of all, people lie for no reason. People just lie just because we're liars. Okay. Second of all, they dropped it because they knew that there would be people like you that wouldn't say anything about it. They knew that there would be a lot of people like you that would be what's the word, complacent with it. And to be fair, I did play Starfield when it dropped at 30 frames. I actually beat the whole game at 30 frames. So in part, it's my fault as well, because I probably shouldn't have played it until it was patched. So that's why they dropped the game at 30, because they knew they could get away with it. Like, it was like, what?
And then they just bring out the patch months and months later. He is now your 60. Doesn't that tell you that they couldn't do it at the time of launch?
No, that tells me that they didn't want to do it at the time of launch, or they were on a time constraint or something, or they didn't care enough to delay the game. What that the 60 FPS patch proves to me what I was saying from the beginning, that the Xbox Series X could run that game at 60. That patch validated me. Starfield can run on the Xbox Series X at 60. As a matter of fact, they can run unlocked right now.
The fact that they brought out a patch for it later down the line, if they just didn't want to do it, they just would never have patched it, bruv. But they did. So we get what are we doing here, Doc? Now Microsoft people. Microsoft have turned the PlayStation 5 Pro into a goddamn Xbox. You know, they are.
Exactly. And it's a better Xbox. Exactly. It's a better Xbox. So if the PlayStation 5 Pro is an Xbox and my Series X is an Xbox, but the difference is that if I pay $70 on my Xbox Series X or I pay $70 on the PS5 Pro, I'm going to get a better version of the game because I bought it on the PS5 Pro. That is an issue. When you promised me the beginning of this generation that the Series X was the most powerful console and that this was the best way to play Xbox.
Okay, this is my last rebuttal because I've had enough of making this video, and Doc, this is getting tiring just going over the same stuff with you. But you just said that makes the Xbox Series X the worst Xbox and that the Pro is now the better Xbox as a response to what I said, right?
I was being facetious. The Xbox Series S is the worst Xbox.
But you're wrong, because the Pro advancements, they're minuscule. They're very light enhancements. They're not anything that really...
Here we go. Dismissing them like they're small. It doesn't really matter. It's a blah, 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 blah.
in any great way advance the gaming experience on that system. It's not night and day, as I've said. So is it the better Xbox? I mean, that's very subjective. Better really depends on preference. Does it have quick resume? No. You can put the Series S against the Pro, it still can't do it. So depending on how you enjoy that feature, which I use a lot, I will take that over extra shadow detail every day of the week. Does it have backwards compatibility? No, it doesn't. Does the PlayStation Pro offer value? No, it doesn't.
Wait. The PlayStation 5 doesn't have backwards compatibility? I know what you mean. I'm not going to play that game with you. Even though you're playing the game of, you see how you're being petty and saying, like, it's only a small amount of enhancement. Then I can argue that the PlayStation 5 Pro does have backwards compatibility because it plays PlayStation 4 games. There you go, backwards compatibility. But I know what you mean. The principle is it can't play PS3 games, can't really play PS2 games, PS1 game, right? That's what you mean, right? Okay, I got you.
It takes and it takes and it takes from you, as where the Xbox, as a value proposition, it gives and it gives and it gives. Can I play on the Elite 2 pad? No. So again, it really depends on what you mean by better and how much real emphasis and how much value you contribute to these little added extras that you get on the Pro. So it really depends on personal preference in that regard, but you can't stand here and objectively say, I mean, look, if you really like the Pro that damn much, Doc, go buy one. And then you said again, you reiterate that point again, that games are meant to be more powerful. Stop this lunacy, Doc. It doesn't apply anymore. You're sounding more stupid the more that you talk. Do you know how many times you've reiterated this argument? Like in your mind, you think it's a really strong one. So you have to keep driving it home, and everyone else is just like shaking their head at you, like, why is he doing this? Like, my guy, do you need a helmet when you go out in public? You know, did you used to ride in a special bus? I mean this with love. But you've said this point so many times, and it's a bad hill to die on, bruv. It is. Anyway, guys, that's the video. I can't just keep doing this all day. This has been a much longer video than I wanted it to be. Dark, all love here, bruv. No issue with you. It's all in the name of fun. But your takes are wrong, and yeah, there's levels to this, son. And you can call me Shao Kahn. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Nation, until next time.
All love to Sir Bravia as well. Like I said in the other thing, this is not real life to me either. I do wish him the best. I do find him entertaining. I can't lie to you. But this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'll probably clip this separately. So the issue that I've been having with Sir Bravia the past 2 days. Number one, shout out to Jason Portillo. It was your fault. For me, is a reflection piece. I actually see a lot of myself in him, and I believe that he is what the Xbox community needs right now. During the beginning of this generation, I realized that the Xbox community needed me when I was championing Xbox and the Xbox Series X and everything, and I was singing the praises of Game Pass and all the old games that I was playing and everything. And even when I would go on PlayStation podcasts and I would debate with them, even they would understand. They couldn't really debate me either because they understood, like, okay, Doc is coming from the perspective of a new Xbox gamer. Then yeah, he's gonna enjoy everything that the Xbox is giving him because it is playing games at 4K, upscaled HDR, and he's running through older titles. So it's meeting his needs. Right now it's doing everything it needs to do. As the generation kept going on, um, I started feeling different disappointments as to some of those Xbox fans that left during the Xbox One generation to PlayStation. Um, that Xbox wasn't meeting their needs, whatever that need was, right? And as a paying customer, you have the right to go wherever you want to go, right? Xbox stopped meeting my needs. I went somewhere else. The Xbox community embraced me, showed me a lot of love, backed me up, helped my channel grow, definitely got my channel to where it is. I owe a lot to the Xbox community. But as soon as I wasn't marching to the same beat of their drum, I did start getting attacked, little by little, nothing too crazy. The PlayStation fan base came along, and even though I would talk a lot of trash about them, I think they just enjoyed my content, so it was what it was. They understand that for me, this is just banter. I don't take none of this stuff serious. Now I'm in a spot where I am jaded about the Xbox Series X specifically, and I understand the moves that Xbox is making, but I feel bad as an Xbox console gamer, even though I no longer really game on the Xbox console, and that's my fault. So Sir Bravia came around a time where the Xbox community needed somebody like him that would champion what it is to be a dedicated Xbox console gamer. And that's what he is right now. And he's going through the same journey literally that I went through. He's got videos talking about how great Gears of War is. And I know he's enjoying that Halo, all this other stuff. Oh man. Yeah, he's enjoying his Xbox Series X, and I believe that he is genuine with that. The Xbox Series X needs the Xbox community still needs him. For all of us out there that see Xbox a little bit different, even though we understand what Xbox is doing, listen. I was on Chaos's podcast today. If you have moved on from the Xbox console and have gone to PC or have gone to PS5, this is the advice I'm going to give you. Obviously, you don't have to take it if you don't want to. It is not our job to convince somebody else to move. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. It is what it is. If they are happy with what's going on with Xbox and Microsoft from the console's perspective, let them stay over there. It is what it is. For all of us that still enjoy Xbox on our new preferred platform, whether it is playing it on the PlayStation or whether it is on PC, we could still all enjoy Xbox together. I'll leave that there. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Go show him some love. And yeah, this was fun. Sorry it was so long. We out. Peace.